One of the great and legendary Paris fashion centres, the House of Balmain was founded by the king of French fashion and one of the best-known dress designers in the world. The House of Balmain was established by one of the most sophisticated and elegant men around, Pierre Balmain, in 1945. He began working for fashion designer Edouard Molyneux before opening his own iconic fashion house. His background in architecture was a big influence on his designs, and once quoted that dressmaking is the architecture of movement. He created elegance by using simplicity. The Balmain heyday was in the 1950s, when his couture house vied with Christian Dior. He created all his own designs, and his clients were many of the famous actresses, including Ava Gardner, Brigitte Bardot and Carol Baker, who in 1964 made a quick visit to the House of Balmain to collect a dress to wear to her film premiere. The dress, even then, was supposedly insured for $100,000. During the 70s, Pierre Balmain would often give special previews of some of his outstanding creations, where he himself would introduce and describe a representative selection from his showing. Featuring sophisticated and refined outfits, his collections would feature different materials such as crepe, furs and silk chiffon, and a variation of pastel colours, pinstripes and colours for evening wear that were dark and romantic. Balmain died in Paris at the age of 68, and the fashion house was now run by Danish designer Erik Mortensen, who was described as Balmain's right-hand man. His funeral on July 5, 1982 was attended by many, including the head of another famous Paris fashion house, Pierre Cardin. Mortensen kept with the house's traditions and developed and updated Pierre's styles. Dominican designer Oscar de la Renta took over control in 1993. However, in 2002, the veteran designer conjured an opulent Russian winter in his last haute couture collection for Balmain, marking the end of a successful 10-year stint at the French house. Friends and admirers turned out in force for the farewell as models paraded the catwalk in stunning outfits, such as the white velvet frock coat that crawled with hundreds of hand-embroidered leaves and roses. The most stunning, however, was a gold feather bustier top paired with a bronze fortunately pleated chiffon skirt that was worn with a delicate gold tiara. The challenge for Balmain then was to find a replacement who can match his extensive contacts list. Young Singapore-born designer Andrew Gen was then hired by Balmain to replace de la Renta. Having studied at Central St Martin's in London, Gen presented his first ready-to-wear collection for Balmain in 1998. Colours were either black or scarlet red, with trouser suits and suits with skirts below the knees being favourites of his collection. Today, the house is led by designer Christophe de Carnan, whose vision is more modern and edgy. In 2006, de Carnan's designs glowed, featuring golf leaf embellished trousers, dazzling silver and gold metallic dresses, and shirts and toga dresses slashed at the back. The show's rock and roll aspirations also came into the equation, with tattered t-shirts, baggy harem trousers, and Lenny Kravitz in the front row. For a fashion house that's made an impact, Balmain now has fans that include Anne Hathaway, who took to the red carpet in a glamorous black dress with a twist of glitter around the waist. Jennifer Connelly and Kate Winslet both turned up to their film premieres in Balmain dresses, as did Gwyneth Paltrow for her UK premiere of Iron Man. But not only that, she appeared again in Balmain at a charity event where she was to be honoured. Throughout the years, Balmain has gone from elegant, super feminine to a little more chic and modern to cater for the changing times. But even with the changes over the years, one thing's for sure, Balmain will always be one of the legendary design giants.